I made the foolish mistake of trying to play Naraka team games again.
Having a child be touched. Bad parenting.
There's actually people in this fucking lobby. Dude just looks like a fucking clown show of colors, even more so than I am. Now where's his partner at? Oh no, my internet's already dying. My internet's been shitting itself all fucking morning. Amazing. Nothing ever fucking works. Fucking piece of shit, god damn it. What a shit show. Just splattering all over my fucking face. God fucking damn. What? What the hell kind of error is that? Suffice to say, it had its moments. The rest of the games we ran into in duos were all bot games, shockingly enough. Oh fuck, where you go? Dude, the toasters are retarded. What? There's this collision here. Brother, what the fuck? So, eventually, I went back to Quickmatch Fill Trios. And this is how that went. Slippery Chicka. And A0. Dude has 175 achievement score and 96 trios. What? The fuck? We've got three Transformers, by the way. All I had to do is kind of take some of the initial heat off of them, and Transformers kind of did their... Did Einar even transform? I don't even know. Nikki Scorpio X. Dude, we've got the cat. Dude never connected. I tried to click in Plume Castle, but it didn't give me, I don't think it gave me it. I think Lava's in this game. I think he fucking Q-sniped me. You know, this dude's like permanently AFK. Admittedly, Quickmatch filled trios is still predominantly bot matches. Most games have at most another team, and you can still be waiting upwards of 15 to 20 minutes for a queue. The game is very, very dead, yes, but there's another problem other than just the queue dynamic I mentioned in the first video, where consoles have a different queue. A part of the problem is also that Naraka will actually intentionally skip players in a queue, even in spite of that dynamic, and even if you queue at roughly the same time. This is observed in every game mode, not just Quickmatch, and it is really, really silly. It's a good thing 24 Entertainment makes no efforts to actually test their product whatsoever. I've got Lovely Rose 030P Midnight Luck X. Meanwhile, we're up against Dark Angle X. 7 on what the fuck? Dude. How many bots has this poor Viper killed? It's fucking insanity. Fuck, did he die? Between the lag and everything else, it's a little hard to tell what's going on. It's expected. Eventually, you're going to lose a game. Well, I'm not entirely sure what happened in the first fights and why we split up so much after we engaged, given our 2 engage was really quite strong. But we re-geared up and we're quite ready for a second fight, and the enemy went off into the zone. Oh, our Viper DC'd. That's not good. Rip and piss, I suppose. Man, if the Viper hadn't DC'd, I feel like we might have been able to attack them if they come out of the zone, but... Although we would revive the Viper and she would reconnect for a short time, she would immediately disconnect right before the final fight. So that was my very first loss within Quickmatch trios. I would eventually come to suffer losses for the general mishmash of things, like, for example, one of our PlayStation players running off to attack an unrelated team. The Viper reconnects just in time to die. Beautiful. In the next lobby, I am grouped up with Shine, Durg, and Romantic. Masta DC underscore no underscore Okami P. fight over here. I don't know if we got both of them or not. Bots are all dying to the zone. They really don't like me.
De már senki mi, egyedül némán, telnek a napok felettem mélát. Tettem én is hozzá, gyere nézd rá. Ha nincsen más, akivel megosztanád, hogyha nincsen már, akinek elmondanád, ki meghallgatnád szíved bánatát, akkor van nagy gáz. Megőrülök, tudod magammal az ágyban, minden éjjel lepedő fehér gázban. Nem kell, hogy mondja, tudom jól, hogy gáz van. Jéghideg már a BFU a várna, nem hittem volna, hogy egyszer valahogy.
You think that dude's Viper partner DC'd again? Because it's the same dudes as the other game. This was a very educational fight, even though it was evidently very one-sided with the advantage that we had, because I had no idea how Temmie's ult interacted with Zenda's ult. Apparently it blocks it, and even blocks the lock-on portion of it. So counter-ulting him really has no point. Unfortunately for this guy, he's not very good, so every single time he would ult, he would just throw out a bunch of fart clouds, but he wouldn't actually try to infinite using something like a musket. Actually, I've been told that the reset ult is not very good for trios in general, although it seems like it could be. Goonet. Poetic Wizard 2P only has 700 achieve score, but has played over 300 fucking quick matches. Dude, I have Creamy! I have Creamy! Oh, shit. Okay. I don't know why I didn't get a second clash there. Wow, this dude is lagging. Apparently he was either going to parry that or he was going to commit. And if he parried it, I was just going to ult him, which is pretty much what happened. Yeah, I thought Kubo was a part of his group, but I guess not. Some of these fights look kind of close, until you realize I'm usually the only one blowing my ult most of the time. And there's so many strange things that happen, like the fact this ult does not hit. It's not like he was dodging, it just doesn't hit. Having who was previously the #2 ranked spot player for several seasons in your group might be considered a little intimidating to certain console players, although somehow I don't think they know who he is. Dude just died of the zone. I know that feeling. Two dudes died to the zone. Yep, the console players offed themselves in the zone. Apparently they were streaming and they were too scared to fight us. Unfortunately for them, they weren't gonna get off the hook that easily. Will they kill themselves a second time? Make note that there's also a bot team in the middle of this clusterfuck too. The creamy rampage continued unabated until we exhausted the entire server supply of 5 to 6 X-boners, leaving us with one final individual that queued solo without any option. And I didn't realize Creamy wanted me to fight him 1v1 until the very end. And it was kind of an interesting fight, so here it is. Whenever an X-boner or a normal individual buys a Bane, I just do what you normally do in such circumstances. Run into the enemy team and make myself very, very annoying, giving them the chance to Bane. So when I see the Bane breath notification, I know I've done my job. The problem is every now and then it's an enemy who Banes, and maybe they Bane before we get the chance to. The fuck? Oh, that was their Bane. They Bane before we did. That was the problem. It's okay, I'm not the only one not paying attention. Ainor gets to run away, buys a rebirth, and then buys the armor. I only barely get to revive our Lanny before the red armor Ainor and everyone else on the map descends on us. But this time we get to use our Bane. It goes precisely as planned. It worked out, look at those kills, 666. They stood inside the Bane and fought. Which was part of our problem, I guess, when we fought, but we didn't, the whole group wasn't there. The fact that they died with that massive an advantage is a little sad, honestly.
missing. Legs ain't got time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, gotta listen steady. Put down your pick, you ready. It's hard when things get messy. Keep booty shaking, you know your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's ready, set, go. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get with and turn around and get us a rock and roll round? Down, down, body, body, coming with the super hottie, let's go. So hell no, baby, can you move around the rhythm? Cause you know I'm living in the fast lane. Speed up, it ain't no game. Just turn up all the beams when I come up on the best.
Where the fuck did he go? We're back with the laggers again. The last game I had to go. My grandmother poured water everywhere, and then we bullied a solo Akos, and now I don't know if it's going to. There's just bots hopping around everywhere. Oh my god. I think the dude's cucked. He got a fireball! There's so many of them. And he's lagging on top of it. This is so laggy. He's lagging so bad. This is happening. It's so laggy. Oh no, it's happening again. The bots do like no damage still. It's the only reason he hasn't died yet. It's just warping around. they kind of attacked one at a time and killed themselves.